get started with a word of prayer. Father God, I just come before you, and I thank you for each family that is represented here. I thank you for Boca Christian and being able to be a ministry in our community and a light for you, Father. And I just pray that everything we say and do will glorify you this day. We pray as these families decide what is the next best step for their family, that they would, that you would lead and guide and direct them. In Jesus' precious name, amen. Right, my name is Elizabeth Petroselli. I am the Director of Admissions here. I've actually been here for about 24 years. I taught for 22, and I raised my children here. I have a 29-year-old and a 26-year-old and now a 21-year-old and a brand new grandbaby. So he just came down to visit. They moved away from me and broke my heart, but it's what we train them to do, right? And but they're back down for a little visit today, so I'm excited to get home to them later on today. I'm going to just hand the mic over to a few people that we want you to get to know a little bit. Feel free to go up to any of them with any questions throughout the morning that you may have.
Good morning. My name is Christy Wheeler, and I've had the privilege of being involved at Boca Raton Christian School for the last 22 years. I've worn a number of different hats here, from mom of 3 kids. My 2 oldest are in college, and my youngest is a senior this year. Also, I've been the lunch lady. I've been the assistant to the lower school principal, Mr. Erickson, who you'll meet in a moment. And most recently, I've been working in admissions as the registrar. So you're going to be hearing a lot of information today. You may have some questions about the school, or even questions how to proceed. I will be happy to answer those questions. You've got my card in the front of the packet that you received on your table, and so you can email me or you can give me a telephone call here at the school office, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you so much. Have a great morning.
The spot. Hi, everybody. Good morning. This is what Winnie the Pooh would call a blustery day, right? So we are so thankful y'all are here today, even more so to travel through this weather. My name is Kim Del Bosque, and I'm with the Office of Advancement. And my story starts 25 years ago when I came to Boca Christian as a teacher, also coach, now administrator, but most importantly, parent. And when thinking about today, and asked what are some of the most important things about Boca Christian that I wanted to share. A few came to mind. There's so many. But being one of the best decisions of my life was coming and professionally working here, as well as sending my children here. I have 3 children, 2 that have graduated, and 1 that is in 7th grade. My twins, as parents, this is one of the things, is the overwhelming opportunities that we have here at Boca Christian, both academically and then, just if it's fine arts, athletics, whatever your child wants to dive into, robotics, there's a place for them. And there's so many opportunities, and they can do various different things. Both Mark and Maddie went on to get full scholarships at different universities, and I know some of you want to hear that, right, as a parent, and they're doing very well. My 7th grader is in the middle school choir, praise and worship team, and is kind of doing the drama and the fine arts, and so it's been neat to see the different things that all my children are into. The second thing, and most importantly, is spiritually, and I think we can all agree in this day and age that to equip our young people to go out and be world changers for Christ. And Boca Christian equips them, y'all, to go out and do just that. And so if you have any questions at all, I'm available to you, and I'd love to share so much more about Boca Christian. So please come see me, and thank you for being here.
Good morning. My name is Steve Smith, and I'm the high school principal at Boca Raton Christian School, and I just want to welcome all of you. And some of you might be saying, why is he even up there? We're not in high school yet. But I just want to encourage you that the foundation of this school is built on a verse, comes from Luke 2:52. And it says, "And Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and favor with God and man." And I want you to know that it's the desire of our hearts here at Boca Christian that each one of your sons and your daughters would truly do that and follow in the footsteps of Christ. And we hope that our program, as you get to see it today and get to know about Boca Christian a little bit more, that you'll see that truly we do believe in bringing our sons and daughters up in the belief of Jesus Christ. We want them to be believers. We want them to be leaders in this community that are believers as well. And we hope that you will not just choose Boca Christian, but you will choose to partner with Boca Christian. You know, we actually believe in a triple leg stool or a triple leg rope, if you want to look at it that way. We believe the home, the school, and the church should really come together to actually help raise your son or help raise your daughter. And so we want to just challenge you that we hope that you will ask us questions and you will look at us and give us an opportunity to show you who Boca Christian is today. And again, I want to thank you for joining us today. May God bless you.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am Bill Hood. I am the coordinator of alumni and donor relations, but have been a student, a teacher, a parent, administrator here. Been on staff 31 years. So grateful for it. One of the things that I saw here at Boca Christian that I would encourage you to be excited about is our three sons came here, and I say we're big enough that we offer a lot, small enough that your students can do a bunch. And why is that important? Well, eventually, when they do apply to college, having a resume that has a lot of great things on it is terrific. So our boys liked athletics, but they also liked music, and they were able to do both of those things. And so that is a unique thing. At another school, you might not be able to do that, be athletic and musical. And then we have fine arts, and we have technology, and we have amazing academics. It's a tremendous place. I hope this morning you have a fantastic open house and you get to see what Boca Christian's about. Thanks so much for being here.
Good morning. My name is Clint Erickson. I am the kindergarten through 8th grade principal, so I help oversee the lower school here, and we just want to welcome you and thank you for spending time with us today. And so with your tour and other things that are going to take place, I hope you notice some things that really helped you set us apart. As Mr. Smith mentioned, Mr. Hood mentioned, the family and the fact that we're grounded in Christ. And we really want to promote not just academic excellence, but the many other offerings that we do have from kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade. And my daughter had been a student here from 12th or K5, young lady entering school all the way up until 12th grade. And so she was able to complete her school here and put in a lot of hard work, and the school provided a lot of great things for her as well. And so as a parent, I can also speak on behalf of the fact that it was just a wonderful experience for us. And there's many challenges, and there's many things that we work through together as a family within a school as we partner with you. And again, we just thank you for your time and for considering us. And with that, I'm going to introduce our varsity football coach, Mr. Clay Shiver, is going to come on up and also share a word with us. So thank you, Mr. Shiver, for coming up.
Thank you. All right. Wow, well said. I don't know how much there is left to say. But as I was coming today, I might like to talk to you about football, but I'm not going to talk to you about football, even though we've won 3 in a row. Hopefully this week will be fun. Yeah. It's always fun. It's always better to win than lose, I found. And my wife is happier because the weekend is better for us. We went on Friday night. It's Saturday mornings. That cup of coffee is a little better. Anyway, so let me quickly talk to you about what I think. If I could put myself in your shoes, and I had 2 years ago. I've been here 10 years now. And prior to this, I had pastored. I was a businessman. I played in the NFL for a little bit. And as I was coming here, my wife and I wanted somewhere. Where could we put, our kids, but not just anywhere, right? We want to put our kids in something special. We all want something special for our children. And I think at the heart of it is we want them to be prepared for whatever they may face. And who can we partner with that's going to help prepare them, right? I don't know about you, but, I'm here, and it's a very unique situation here with my kids. We have 4 kids and 3 teenagers, so pray for us. And but on a day like today, right? If it's raining and you have an umbrella, no problem because you're prepared. Well, storms of life are going to come, and so we want to see our kids prepared, but not just prepared academically. And but let me speak to that. We routinely have kids come back, and the best compliment I think they can pay us is last year we had 2 kids come back from Florida to say, "Man, it was amazing because we got into our math classes at UF, and all the kids were really struggling, and it was really no problem because math here was harder." And you go, "Wow, that's how well we prepared them." Right? I have the young man that is managing my Walmart came to me and said, "Mr. Driver, it's exactly as you said. If I just listened in your class, took notes, history at FAU was a cakewalk." My fellow students, and he said, "I don't even like history." He's a business major. He said, "But they thought I was a genius in history because I just listened and took notes in your class." And I think, man, that's how well we're preparing them academically. And it's exciting because it makes the next steps easier. But let me talk to you about maybe a couple of things that you might be unaware of, that might be intangibles, that you might not see as you're traveling around, because that's what interests me as a parent. What about in your faith? Well, we're going to be baptizing a young man this weekend because of ministry from a former student into his life. And why? Because he moved on from here prepared, not just to try to struggle and wrestle with being a Christian, but to lead, and now to lead fellow students spiritually. All right, so academically, spiritually. How about some other ways? Well, we have marriage and family class here, where the kids get to hear, right? Marriage is, I don't know about you, but it takes work. It's not just like something you sign up for and it's just a cakewalk and a breeze. It takes a little bit of work. And we want them to go into marriage and family and child raising as prepared as they can be coming out of high school. And we start that process now, unlike probably any other school you're going to run into. And so seeing them come out and get married down the road, now 10 years down the road, seeing the marriages, seeing the families start to pop up, and seeing how solid they are, how excited they are about marriage and family is very encouraging that we're preparing them the right way. What about even financially, right? It's a minefield out there financially, and we try to prepare. Many of our students will leave here, the ones who are willing to do even a little bit of work, will leave here with a retirement plan already set up as a high schooler. Wow, that's pretty incredible, right? And we're seeing the fruit of that. Kids coming back like, "Man, my investments are doing great." And it's like, man, you're 19, you're 20 years old, and they're already prospering. Why? Because we're trying to prepare them now. Not wait until, hey, at some point you need a retirement plan. No, let's start to prepare them now. And so as a parent, I am looking for someone, who can I partner with, right? I'm busy, right? I teach economics and entrepreneurial business and history and government and football coach. I have 4 kids, right? You're busy too. So who can we partner with to do the things, not just academically, which is great here, but to do some intangibles that's going to help our kids in life be prepared and see if it can make things easier on rainy days or stormy weather. All right. Well, God bless you in your decision, and if there's any way we can help you, we want to help you. We want to see your kids be all that God has called them to be from Boca Christian. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I want to introduce to you now a student, and you can hear from her perspective. She is a senior. Her name is Isabella Leone, and she has been, actually, I taught her when she was in preschool when I was teaching full day K-4. So come on up, Isabella.
Hi, my name is Bella Leone, and I've been here at Boca Christian, attending the school since I was in K-4, just like Ms. Petroselli said. And I've been growing up here, and if it weren't for all my amazing teachers and all the friends that I've made here, I would not be the person I am today. Going to a Christian school has truly been a blessing to my life because I'm able to not only just live out my faith, but I'm able to worship the Lord freely. Attending this school has allowed me to become the person I am today and has given me the ability to strengthen my relationship with the Lord. Throughout my high school years, I've been given so many opportunities that I know I wouldn't have at different schools. Being a student here allows for me and others to be involved in as many ways as possible. And as I've been doing college applications, I know just as important that is. I'm president of the National Honor Society and of the Thespian Troupe, which is part of the drama department here at Boca Christian. I'm also able to be a worship leader and a cheerleader, and I've been a part of the annual spring musical all my years of high school. At Boca Christian, your child will be able to participate in many different aspects of life that they're interested in, whether that be athletics, music, theater, robotics, technology, or many other things, just like Mr. Hood said. I'm so thankful to have been here for so many years, and my teachers have been very influential in my upbringing. They really, really care about me, and not just as a student, but as a person. One of my favorite things about our school is our yearly mission trips. These are such life-changing experiences, and I know that I'll never forget them for the rest of my life. They give us an opportunity to reach out to others and show God's love through our school. I wholeheartedly believe that this school has completely prepared me for an excellent college experience, but also for life. Being a part of the Boca Christian family is such a blessing from the Lord. Thank you.
You are not hidden. There's never been a moment you were forgotten. You are not hopeless. Though you have been broken, your innocence stolen. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. SOS, your SOS. I will send out an army to find you in the middle of the darkest night. It's true, I will rescue you. There is no distance cannot be covered over and over. You're not defenseless. I'll be your shelter, I'll be your armor. I hear you whisper underneath your breath. I hear your SOS, your SOS.
Something exciting happens every day at Boca Christian as we build on the heritage started in 1973. Beyond academics, our programs, teams, and clubs offer your child an opportunity to explore interests, develop new skills, compete with their minds and their bodies, and serve others. Boca Christian saw record enrollment this year and new programs that will continue to benefit our students into the future.
Today we're sitting here in our makerspace, and this is one of my dreams that actually I had about 4 years ago. We needed a place where we can come to, where the students have all the tools and the materials all here, where they can 3D print, where they can do videography, where they can do robotics, where they can do animation, where they can build things and go through an engineering process, which is where we are going in this world. We can work with them and grow with them, and we have people that know what they're doing that can teach them.
Boca Christian has a history of treating the security and well-being of our children with the utmost importance. Teachers have always been trained to keep their doors locked and pull gates shut, to challenge visitors, make sure they have name tags on, for example. But the world's changing, so we had to do more to change with it. Today, Boca Christian has a team of security officers that all have law enforcement experience. During the day when classes are in session, there's a uniformed armed security presence on campus. We're installing many cameras in all areas of the campus. This will help us monitor the access to those areas more effectively. In addition to the cameras, we're installing a card swipe access system to limit access to other areas of the campus to certain people at certain times of day.
Since I've been here from the beginning, I've seen how it's changed and how it's improved and how much they're really investing in trying to keep the students safe. And me as a student, I'm very grateful for that.
To have a space like the makerspace is important. Their self-esteem grows from it. They feel better about themselves. It brings them to a place where they feel like this is where I'm going to actually be able to let my creative juices flow. I'm going to be able to take the thoughts that I have and actually put them into something tangible that I can hold on to and be proud of.
They give us each our own Chromebooks, which is really helpful. It's an easier way to get our work done if we have to type things up. We also use Google Classroom, so you just turn in your assignment there. They also renovated the bathrooms in the lobby and upstairs as well in our high school, so those are awesome because they look really great.
The future's really exciting. We're preparing to access a visitor control system that, with the swipe of a driver's license, will compare that visitor to two separate databases, a nationwide offender database and a local database.
The next thing I see is a state-of-the-art media center where we can offer even more to our students, where we could get our high school students involved, whether it's bringing in plasma, metal, screen printers, maybe even some woodworking things, and just let them see what's actually happening out there. So I'm so excited.
I think the most important thing about being a parent and a staff member at this school is the ability to pour into these children. I can look at my children and tell you that they're different people because they went here. I'd like to think they're doing well in algebra and science and math, but I know that they're good people in their heart, and that's what you get from Boca Christian.
All right, and those of you who are left online, we are going to move over to our virtual tour. I'm going to hopefully show you a little bit about our campus. And I've asked Bill Hood. Mr. Hood is, remember, he is our coordinator of alumni and donor relations. And he and I are just going to spend a few moments with you and kind of show you around our campus and give you a little tour, kind of thinking about now what you've seen and what else you're kind of interested in. So just remember, please call at 391-2727 if you have any questions after this tour, after this conversation that we have. And we're just going to tell our Boca Christian story. We actually have K-3 represented all the way up to 12th grade online. So we're going to kind of quickly go through a day in the life of one of our students here.
Wonderful. Great to be with you all. Here we go.
Yes, and here is our playground over across the street. Our preschool from K-3 to kindergarten is on our west side campus where the main sanctuary is of Boca Raton Community Church. And this is their wonderful, amazing playground. There's also swings and quite a bit of grass for them to play on and some picnic tables for them to enjoy. And next we have our classroom. This is where they're doing circle time. The kids do have Bible every day. They memorize a Bible verse starting in K3, and some might say K3 aren't capable of it, but they are amazing, and they do a great job. We also teach a letter of the week. We're quite academic in our preschool over there. We do math skills, a lot of hands-on activities. And you might see where there's center time. They do small group learning time as well as large group learning time. We use the Becca
You know
curriculum.
that area well because you were teaching over there when you first came here.
I was, yeah. I taught pre-K4 for 12 years, and we wanted them to have a song in their heart every day when they left. And we also love our dress-up days. We're getting ready to celebrate the 50th day of school. And that is really fun. I used to dress up like Cruella de Vil on the 101st day of school, but on the 50th day we do a little sock hop, and we really believe that learning can be fun.
And I remember my boys being that age. It was an amazing start here at Boca Christian.
Yeah, so Mr. Hood, why don't you tell us a little bit
Yeah,
about
so
what
this is
they're
our
seeing
elementary wing, and it's a wonderful two-story building. It has our 1st through 5th grade in this building. It is a tremendous building with a lot of wonderful windows. I love the windows that are open to the field on the other side. If we can go to that next shot. Yeah, I think it's just a beautiful building. Also, if you notice the white fence that's surrounding our property, our security is very good. Definitely something people need to kind of wonder about nowadays. We have a security guard on campus, armed security guard whenever anybody's here. It's a good thing to know. And the fence surrounds the property. There's only 2 entrances in. You got to be buzzed in. It's a good thing to know.
Yeah. Here's our playground for our elementary students to play on, and then we also have an additional kindergarten playground. Right now, we currently have one kindergarten class that has class over on this side of the street, and we want to make sure they have their own space to play in and that they're protected.
I love those shade structures that we have on both sides of the street. It allows students to be playing and have a coolness and also not be in the sun all the time.
Yes. So here's what a typical elementary classroom looks like. This is Mrs. Barker, her 4th grade class. It looks like last year, and we have, again, our curriculum from 1st to 5th grade. We start with, we have a Becca for Bible, and then they also have manipulatives, hands-on mathematics until all the way through 3rd grade. They learn their math facts. We do not use calculators here at Boca Christian, so they really have to learn those facts quickly and kind of know what it is that they're doing and learn it fast. And then going into 4th and 5th grade, upper elementary, we bring in a computer element. Every classroom has a laptop cart available to them with their own personal Chromebook, so that we use that across our curriculum. We have computer class where they're learning keyboard, they're learning coding, but we also teach our math, and our reading is also online. So that's kind of a nice thing where they're not having to lug their books in their backpack.
One of the things I love about our faculty and our staff in elementary, we have a great mixture of young alumni who are coming in and had an amazing experience and want to be here, plus great veteran teachers. So it's a tremendous mix of teachers that we have.
Yes, and on here is our Google Suite School. We are a Google Suite School. We use Google Classroom, and we really believe in developing strong writers. So they start with simple sentences when they're in 1st grade, and by 5th grade, they're writing a full composition paper with a 5-paragraph. They're doing a bibliography, and they're really learning and having that flow into middle school and high school. So if you can see here, the other thing that we just purchased through the wonderful donations of our parents was flat panel interactive screens. And this is our 2nd grade teacher. She is interacting with them on a phonics lesson, so they can actually come up and be a part of the lesson. As it's just amazing all the things that you can do with that.
Does that video roll? No.
Yeah.
So this is Battle of the Books. When we think of fun, interactive things that our students do, this is one of them where they read, and we encourage students to be reading. It's a skill that is sometimes getting lost out there. Being a reader tremendously helps in academics, and they are competing against other schools. So they read books, they have questions. It's a fun way to do some academics.
Yeah, and we actually battle against other schools We battled against Highlands, and sorry we beat Highlands, so, well, sorry, not sorry, maybe. But, and so it's been fun being able to do this new adventure for them. The other thing we really encourage is community service for our kids. We have something every year called Serve-a-thon, where we go out into our community, find the needs of our community, and we serve them. This is our fourth graders, and they were serving at the local garden, and they were helping plant some gardens and help sustain that. Didn't know, if you know, in the heart of Boca Raton, right behind the library is this amazing garden, and you can go visit, and then also you can actually purchase a little plot and do your own gardening. So
Fantastic. Helping people, serving, definitely something our kids need to be learning.
okay, now we're going into middle school. Mr. Hood, you want to help us with middle school here?
So within our middle school, it's a excellent place for your kids to be. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It can be a little challenging. One of the things that I was sharing with a family that was here in person is greatest compliment I think I hear every year all the time is that we're friendly. And you know, being a friendly school, when people say it, I say, well, Jesus boiled it down to two things, love God and love people, right? So when you're in middle school, knowing that people care about you, your teachers, your fellow students, etc., that's a really good thing. So if you're thinking about middle school, it would be good to be here. This is Mrs. Lago, one of our tremendous young teachers I mentioned, teaching science, doing a fantastic job. When they hit middle school, they start doing electives and things, so they can start doing choir and band, art they have, PE they have, but there's a lot of great opportunities. Athletics start to happen more in middle school, and so it's a fun kind of adventure time. Oh, this is our art room with Mr. Davis. He does such an excellent job, and he teaches from all ages, so he knows how to help students in elementary, then in the middle, then in the high school. Here, I think one of the middle schools is doing some drawing. If your kids love art, we've got it for them. Oh, and now we move into high school. So high school, this is the high school hallway. This is our senior lockers on the right side. If you can see them, they're all decorated up beautifully. On the left side is our guidance corner. I love to point out how our students do on the SAT, and we have tremendous scores. One of my favorite stories is Monica Sowers, and our tagline that I love is, come early, stay long. Monica came in K4, stayed through high school, graduated as senior, with a 1570 on her SAT. That's 30 from perfect. And Monica got over $200,000 in scholarships to Vanderbilt. So on that left side, if you were walking down this hall towards the students, the way they're coming, on that left side, you'd see the top 10 SAT scores in the school. We can help your kids do really well and get a great SAT score. Why is that important? Well, also on that side is colleges. Our students get accepted into all the major colleges here in the state. University of Florida, tremendous. We get a lot of students go to UF. If you didn't know, it's really hard to get in. But we also get kids into the Ivies. Some of them leave and go to New England. We had a football player go to Boston College last year. We had valedictorian go to Columbia 2 years before that. So they get into college. This is one of our high school hallways.
Okay, and here's one of our classrooms. Our classrooms vary in size in the high school, and so some are a little smaller, some are quite larger, but we have a really low class size, and that is kind of nice for that one-on-one teaching experience. And all the teachers are always available to help your students if you need a little help. We also have something called an academic DIS that helps with that and helps them prepare for their classwork. We have 3 different types of diplomas here. You can do a regular standard diploma, you can do the middle of the road college prep diploma, and then an advanced diploma. Many of our students graduate as a sophomore in college, get a couple of years under their belt, but they can just take a couple classes if they want, of dual enrollment as well as AP classes.
Yeah, one of those classes that I love to talk about is our dual enrollment, because many times when people think dual enrollment, you have to leave campus in order to go get that college credit. But if you are in some of our classes here, our teachers have their master's degree, you can actually get college credit through Palm Beach Atlantic University by taking our classes, not leaving campus. That's a pretty good deal
That is nice.
for parents to think about. You're paying for the class here, and then your kids get the college credit, and they don't have to pay for it when they go to college.
Wonderful. All right.
Oh, this is our gym. We have a tremendous facility for athletics. And if your students are interested in athletics, we have great ones for boys and girls. So in the fall for the boys, we have football, cross country, and golf. In the winter for the boys, we have soccer and basketball. And then in the spring, we have track, baseball, men's volleyball, and tennis. For the girls, we have cheerleading, we have volleyball, we have golf, and we have cross country in the fall. Then in the winter, basketball and soccer. In the spring, we have softball, tennis, track. I think I got them all.
I think you got them.
And this is our gym. This is our boys. Oh, that is actually your son.
That is
making
my
a
son.
block right there. Super fun. Our gym is a beautiful place. Shows a lot of school spirit. We get good crowds of people in there cheering on our athletes. It's a good time. Oh, and I would say this is a wonderful picture of our baseball team, but of course the greatest thing about it is that they're praying. And we know that athletics are wonderful and fun and important, and we want to win and be the best we can, but the spiritual component of athletics at Boca Christian, that's massive. Being able to help students understand that God made us, created our bodies, allows us to play a great sport like that, and giving him thanks for victories and losses. That's a big one. Very, very thankful for it.
We showed you a little bit of fine arts this morning, but these are other things. We actually have our worship team being led by students, and this is our Ignite, and then we have a smaller group called Shine that goes out. So they do the weekly chapel for our kids and do the worship service for them, and then we bring speakers in from all over the place so they hear not just from our own faculty and staff, but some great leaders in our community and see what that's about. And then they also go out into the community and serve in old folks' homes and some of the retirement communities. They also play for chapels and other schools.
Yeah, I love our chapels. Oh, this is one of our spring musicals. If you were online with us when you saw the girls singing before, they've been in these. We do a spring musical each year, huge productions, Broadway style. This one was Mary Poppins, I believe.
Yeah.
And we have had so many fantastic ones. And our students, some of them love to be on the stage. A fun story about my boys is that one of my sons was in all the musicals when he was here, 7th grade through 12th grade. My middle son, though, didn't like being on stage, but he loved the musicals. So he ran the spotlight all through high school, got community service hours, found a way to be part of the musicals and not be up on stage.
Yeah. We also have production engineering, so that whole crew, it's not only a class, but they actually run the live productions, and we have a live orchestra that performs during these performances. And then we have a band. They do march in the Christmas parade every year, and we're may or may not be having a parade this year. Kind of sad with this pandemic going on, but Mr. DeWeber, as you saw, our fine arts director, he is making a fantastic experience for those kids who are on campus and those kids who have to learn distance and are synchronously learning. So.
Okay, so if you were to ask me as we were taking a tour, hey, Mr. Hood, Boca Christian sounds amazing. It sounds a lot like a lot of other schools. I would point to these, especially for our high schoolers, as one of the things that makes us incredibly different. This is our junior missions trip, and we have missions trips for each class in the high school. We go out, we basically take a week in the spring, and we close down the school because we understand how important it is for our students to get outside of Boca and realize, oh my goodness, life is not all Boca Raton. And when they get out of here and they actually go and serve people, we find that our students are graduating with a vibrant Christian worldview. And it says to them, hey, God loves me, but he also loves the world. And I can touch the world with his love. Oh, I absolutely am so grateful for our missions trips. Been on each one of them. Freshmen go up to the middle of the state, kind of a quicker trip. Sophomores go with me to Longview Ranch in Tennessee for a week. Juniors go out to Arizona. This is my favorite trip of all of them. They actually help feed the homeless in a ministry in Phoenix, then go out and see the Grand Canyon. The combination of helping people and seeing God's creation, amazing. And then our seniors go down to Costa Rica. And if anybody can't go on their trip for some reason, we have a 5th trip, which is local. And we find local people that we can serve and organizations we can be involved in. Huge, fantastic opportunity.
Yes, yeah. My son and my daughter both really loved the junior trip the best, so it is a lot of fun.
That's Coach Shiver, who spoke
Yes.
earlier. He goes on this trip every year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your son.
Oh,
Oh, no, that's
another one?
Kim's son.
Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, having a little fun here. So, so we have kind of shown you a day in a life of what it looks like to be a student here at Boca Raton Christian School, and they have a lot of fun with their homecoming and their winter court, and so it's a great combination of rigorous academics as well as fun and life-changing events for them. Building them in character is a really important element as well, and that happens from the teachers to the coaches to our administration, and they all really pour into the kids. So I just want to thank you for being here this morning. Again, if you have more questions, please call us in the office. We would be happy to talk more if you have specific questions about curriculum or maybe what their specials they're going to be doing, things like that, or would like to set up a personalized tour, that is fine as well. Your next steps are going to be to apply to Boca Christian. You're going to go to bocachristian.org in the admissions department, and that is where you are going to fill out an application. You can go ahead and go in and just start an application now, but we are going to open up 21-22 applications around February 1st, so please check back in with us. Obviously, our current families, their re-enrollment time is in January, and then February 1st, we open it up to the public to go ahead and come in. We have wait lists in almost every grade level right now, so please get your application in as early as possible. And again, I'm Liz Petroselli, and I just, again, want to thank you for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed your morning.
Thanks so much, everybody. Come take a look at Boca Christian.
Have a great day.
Awesome place.